In the quiet desperation of her small office, Sarah stared out the window. Her business, built over years of hard work and integrity, was crumbling around her. Whispers had turned into outright accusations, spread by someone she had once trusted, destroying her reputation and alienating her clients. She felt utterly exposed and helpless, the target of a campaign of deceit and hatred. "My God, whom I praise, do not remain silent," she whispered, her voice thick with emotion, finding words in the ancient text she had turned to in her distress. "For people who are wicked and deceitful have opened their mouths against me. They have spoken against me with lying tongues." The words resonated deeply with her pain. With words of hatred they surround me. They attack me without cause. The injustice burned her soul. In return for my friendship, they accuse me, but I am a woman of prayer. They repay me evil for good and hatred for my friendship. Tears streamed down her face as she poured out the raw agony described in Psalm. She read the verses pleading for divine consequence upon her accuser, feeling the desperate need for justice when human means seemed exhausted. "Appoint someone able to oppose my enemy. Let an accuser stand at his right hand. When he is tried, let him be found guilty, and may his prayers condemn him." The weight of the suffering led her to voice the stark request for their downfall. May his days be few. May another take his place of leadership. The text's vivid pleas continued, expressing profound sense of betrayal and a yearning for balance in the face of overwhelming wrong. May his children be fatherless and his wife a widow. May his children be wandering beggars. May a creditor seize all he has. May strangers plunder the fruits of his labor. These were not easy words, but they articulated the depth of the wound inflicted, the desire for the kind of justice that meant the perpetrators would experience the ruin they had tried to bring upon her. For he never thought of doing a kindness, but hounded to death the poor and the needy and the broken-hearted. He loved to pronounce a curse. May it come back on him. She saw her own suffering mirrored in the verses describing the victim's plight. "I am poor and needy, and my heart is wounded within me." The stress had taken its toll, physically and emotionally. "I fade away like an evening shadow. I am shaken off like a locust. My knees give way from fasting. My body is thin and gaunt." The scorn of others added to the burden. "I am an object of scorn to my accusers. When they see me, they shake their heads." Yet, the prayer shifted, turning from the enemy to the divine source of help. "But you, sovereign Lord, help me for your name's sake. Out of the goodness of your love, deliver me." This was the core of her plea, the cry for rescue rooted in hope. "Help me, Lord my God. Save me according to your unfailing love." She longed for vindication, not just for herself, but for God's name. "Let them know that it is your hand, that you, Lord, have done it." The psalm ended with a promise of praise, a declaration of faith that help would come. "While they curse, may you bless. May those who attack me be put to shame, but may your servant rejoice." Despite the present darkness, she clung to the hope of future light. "With my mouth I will greatly extol the Lord. In the great throng of worshippers I will praise him." The reason for this confidence? For he stands at the right hand of the needy to save their lives from those who would condemn them. Sarah closed her eyes, the psalm's words echoing in her heart. Her situation was dire, the pain acute, and the desire for justice strong. The ancient prayer had given voice to her deepest hurts and her most desperate hopes. In moments when you feel unjustly attacked, betrayed, or overwhelmed by hardship, turn to a source of strength beyond yourself. Like Sarah, allow yourself to express the full depth of your pain and your longing for justice. Find words, whether in prayer, journaling, or speaking to a trusted friend, that articulate your suffering and your hope. Trust that even when circumstances are grim, there's a hand that stands with the needy, and that perseverance and faith can lead from the depths of despair to a place where you can once again extol and praise, knowing that help comes according to unfailing love. Do not let the words of your accusers define you. Instead, lift your voice in prayer and trust in the one who can deliver you.